Happy Friday to everybody out there. It is January 10th and coming to you with my weekly recap and look ahead to what we can expect for next week in terms of information that might affect mortgages, interest rates, and real estate. All right, it's a big week this week. I came out on my podcast, Mosaic, the Stories of Real Estate, with my outlook for 2025. You should go check it out. It's got some great information out there, what we can expect in 2025. But also we had unemployment numbers come out from BLS, and they're volatile, and it really moved the market. The market closed about 45 basis points down, which is not good. So interest rates are going up, unfortunately. So let's talk about real quick what happened. Well, BLS came out with unemployment numbers. 256,000 jobs were created against an estimate of 160,000. And we need to peel back the onion a little bit and look a little deeper into that, because it's not great news from an inflation perspective. And of course, mortgage bonds hate inflation, and then interest rates go up. But if you're a buyer, seller, investor in real estate, or if you're a real estate agent, we really got to look at these numbers because, and I track them near real time on my X account, which is at Mike_lending. You'll see them on LinkedIn and Facebook as well. But there's, I think, a lot of opportunity in the marketplace right now, and BLS has been historically really pretty poor on reporting these numbers, I'll say accurately, and the bond market trades on it. And so we get these big swings like we did today. Market went down 45 basis points. That's bad. When yields go down, interest rates are going up. 45 basis points is a pretty substantial move. All right, so they estimated 160,000 jobs being created. Well, we had 256,000. So the Fed and the bond market says, oh, hey, the economy is humming along pretty well, and that's inflationary right now. Let's peel back that number. The raw data before it was seasonally adjusted in the BLS modeling showed 81,000 losses. It gets revived up to a gain of 256,000 numbers. Now, I want to make sure everybody understands this estimate of the 256K, it's going to get revised. My assumption is lower over the course of the next 2 months. But unfortunately, the market doesn't trade on that when the revisions come in, revising this lower. And also when QCEW comes out, that is actually the real hard numbers that come out, and unemployment comes out, we'll probably see that these estimates are not accurate. But unfortunately, QCEW comes out, about 6 months after the data has been reported, long after the market's traded on it. So we've got volatility. This trend has been happening for quite a while here, probably, last 2 years, we've been seeing these huge revisions down on these estimates. When you look at the household survey, which a lot of people think is a much better measure of unemployment, and it's a better measure because the household survey has a much, much smaller modeling component. Literally households are being called and job status is being inquired. Well, the household survey says there's 478,000 jobs created, and that brought unemployment down from 4.2 to 4.1%. However, the duration of when people are employed is getting longer. So if you are, goodness gracious, hopefully not, but if you are laid off, it's taking you longer to find a job. The majority of these jobs, however, 359,000 of these jobs were for people under 24 years of age. Only about 80 some odd thousand jobs were full-time, high-paying jobs. Of these 359K, 224,000 jobs were between 16 and 19 years old. 247,000 of those were part-time. So clearly there's a seasonality to this. And so we get this big jobs number coming out, beats estimates, market doesn't like it. But then when we peel back the onion, there's a lot more data and color in here that we need to look at over the course of the next couple months. So my point is, if you are looking at these numbers as they come out real time, if you're an investor, buyer, seller, or a real estate agent, you really can't just go about what the big hit mainstream media number is unemployment went down and a whole bunch more jobs were created than estimated. Because when we really look at it, history tells me that we didn't exceed by 256,000. We're going to see these numbers revised lower, but unfortunately, the market will long since have forgotten about it. All right, I post this information as it comes out from MBS Highway. I'll say near real time. You can follow me on X at Mike_lending, and I'll put the information up. What do we have to look forward to next week? Well, we've got the producer price index coming out on Tuesday. Wednesday is CPI consumer price index. Then Thursday, Friday has more initial jobless claims and housing starts. Super important that we look at that information when it comes out relative to what happened this week, so we can get a good feel about how we can advise our clients, our customers, on what's happening in real estate. I still think that we're going to see 2 to 3 cuts this year based on this information getting revised more accurately. That's a guess. We will see what happens in real time. We'll see what the Fed chooses, but the market certainly was volatile on it. Now the market's saying we're fearful of maybe only 1 Fed rate cut next year. Who knows? We got to go through it, but we need to be looking at this information routinely, week over week, and I'm happy to answer any questions. Call me, text me, 720-419-3016. See you next week.